Welcome to Dawgs versus All Y'all, a weekly college football podcast where we discuss not only my favorite team, the Georgia Bulldogs, but we talk all things college football, hence all y'all. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and look us up on Instagram at SuplexDinnerClub, and go Dogs. Yo, what's happening, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. First and foremost, happy holidays to you, whether you celebrate Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, any of that stuff, as long as you were with friends and family, most important thing. And I hope you enjoyed it. We are in the thick of bowl season. We've already seen some great performances, some underwhelming ones. We've seen plenty of opt-outs that are going to continuously affect a lot of these games. This episode, I'm going to give you my official score prediction for the Orange Bowl this weekend. Georgia, Florida State. We got to talk about it. Also, I'm going to be giving you the game plan as to what we're going to be doing on Dawgs versus All Y'all this offseason. So let's go ahead and get it. Saturday in Miami, Florida, you got the ACC champion Florida State Seminoles, undefeated, mind you, facing the 12-1 Georgia Bulldogs. I did already tell y'all I thought Georgia was going to win this game. I still think that, but it's been a lot of things that happen in between these 7 days. On Florida State's end, you have more guys opting out. Tate Rodemaker, who was the backup quarterback to Jordan Travis, who was slated to start this game, he's entered the transfer portal. Now you're down to Brock Glenn, third-string quarterback for Florida State, a guy who, if I'm not mistaken, threw about 50 yards in that ACC championship game and still won, but 50 yards nonetheless. He is now your starter. Your starting tight end out, both wide receivers out. A number of the guys on the defense, including their best player, Jarrett Verse, he's out. I said it last week in the roundtable. I'll be absolutely amazed that Mike Norvell was able to keep that team together going into this game. And frankly, it's a shame. It's a shame for me as a college football fan, because Florida State went undefeated. True, a lot of people can argue, hey, they should have been in the playoff. The committee thought otherwise. This was their moment. This was their moment to not only potentially beat the two-time defending national champion, but to pretty much shove it in the face of all of college football and say, not only are we undefeated, but we beat the two-time defending national champions, and you guys got it wrong when you didn't put us in the playoff. I don't see that happening now. Way too many players have opted out. Way too many players have entered the transfer portal. Florida State legit only has one scholarship running back on their roster right now. I just feel for Florida State fans. I really do. And it's a completely different tale on the other end at Georgia. Carson Beck, he's announced that he's coming back for another year. He's playing in this game. While Brock Bowers, best tight end in college football, isn't playing, it appears that Ladd McConkey, he's playing. Kamari Lassiter, best corner on the team, definitely headed to the NFL draft. He's playing. Javon Bullard, our best safety, Correction, our best draft eligible safety. He's playing. A lot of these guys, whether or not they're coming back to the team next year or they're going to the draft, those guys want to finish the season out on a high note. That speaks volumes to what Kirby has put together in the essence of a team. I'm seeing way too many positives on Georgia's end, way too many negatives on Florida State's end. That's from coaches, from players, and definitely the fan bases. It's a tale of two cities for sure. I do think Georgia shows up, closes the season out the right way in dominant fashion. Florida State just has so many questions to really put together a competitive game. Much respect to Florida State in the season that they had, but that's way too many players lost in a matter of a month to really be able to put up a fight against one of the better teams in the nation. Final score, Georgia 41, Florida State 13. Of course, as a Georgia fan, I want an easy victory. I want great performance from the guys in red and black. I want it to be a fun game. I want it to be over by halftime, of course. But as a college football fan, I'm super disappointed with the way that this past month has went for Florida State. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, look us up on socials at SuplexDinnerClub. And be sure to check out our other projects. We talk college football on Dawgs versus All Y'all. That's a weekly college football podcast where we don't just talk about the Georgia Bulldogs. We talk about all things college football. The Life and Times pod, which is short for the Life and Times of a Restaurant Lifer podcast, where I have some chill conversations with some cool and interesting people that I've met in my years in the hospitality industry. And of course, check out Talk 'em in the Building. That's a pro wrestling podcast where we solely focus on the promo. We talk about the talkers, we hype the hype man, and we pontificate on the promo. It's a fun project, and if you're a pro wrestling fan, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. The Suplex Dinner Club family is growing, and I would love for you to be a part of it. All right, before we head out, I want to go ahead and let y'all know the game plan for Dawgs versus All Y'all this offseason. We're not taking any long break. We're getting right into it. We're going to be issuing out report cards for these college programs. That's right. Your college football coach, your college program will be graded by Adrian. We got a couple factors, and we're going to decide who had the best year. We're going to also call out the coaches and programs that didn't deliver. We're going to do it. We're going to deliver grades all offseason. There's some major news. We'll definitely talk about it. You still got some transfer portal madness going on, some coaches making moves. Shout out to Coach Fran Brown in Syracuse. I see you, Coach. I see you. You're doing your thing. Spring football is right around the corner, so you know we got to talk about that. And we're going to also preview some of the bigger games going into next season, because this is probably going to be one of the most competitive seasons in college football history. And I'm looking forward to covering as much as I possibly can. So shout out to y'all for sticking with me this season. Whether you agreed with me or disagreed, it is what it is. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. And as long as we have a civil discourse, it's all good. Y'all have a happy new year. Take care of each other. And as always, go Dogs.
Trust your preparation. No, your ass is prepared for this shit for fucking 365 days. I think about the fuckers in that locker room. Think about getting our opportunity. All the shit you went through this week to get ready for this game. Now is when you pay the fucking price. You go out there with energy, enthusiasm. Hey, nobody's supposed to be cautious. Ain't nobody supposed to be nervous about shit. Go out here and fuck their ass up. Don't think about scoreboard. Don't think about shit. You think about knocking the shit out of them. Did you hear what Box said on Monday? When I sat in that fucking meeting, I wanted to go fucking play right then. Tore your shit up out here. 2 years ago, fuck your shit up. Goddamn pride and joy tells me you fuck these guys up. You go play the right way. You play the right way. You knock their ass off. You stay off the fucking ground. You tackle the fucking man with the ball. The shit's easy. Look at the right shit. Punish their ass on offense and kick their ass on special teams, guys. It's about who the fuck we are. I believe in you. Let's go.